What's up, beautiful people? Oh, happy 11/11. Sure, why not? Let's start with the collective message. It's been a little minute since I've been on here, but hey, it's good to see y'all. Okay. Let's start with a collective message because why not? Angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, please deliver clear, true, sacred, honest messages in alignment with the collective soul's purpose and their highest good. Ashe. Let's see what's going on. This is a butterfly oracle cards. Join in. Okay. First in the join in card, I felt this invitation from spirit to join in your own healing, meaning like to take your power back, to take control. And then this other part felt like inner child healing, right? So the join in could be spirit allowing you opportunities for more playfulness, more bliss, more enjoyment, and spirit inviting you to have fun, right? Like to help you shift and change up the energy. Sentimental feelings. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure it's going to come together. I feel like I need a tarot card. These two cards want to go together. Motivation and grief work. Okay. Just what's on the board. Just what's on the board. I'm going to keep these. Someone lost their mom. This could be like your mom's favorite color could have been orange, red, black, pink, or purple. And part of this message is from a passed over loved one. Again, I am feeling like a mother energy. For somebody, it's an aunt. But the grief work, okay, right? Because I talked about in the beginning joining in inner child healing and these sentimental feelings. So this energy of missing someone and almost like, how do I get my power back? How do I get my life back? How do I feel like myself again? And from someone who lost their children, it's not something that you get over. When you love somebody, when you lose someone that you love, whether it be your own child or children, like me, a mom, a sister, a brother, it doesn't matter. But when you lose someone that you love, you don't just get over it, right? It doesn't just stop, right? You don't just wake up the next morning as if they've never spent a lifetime with you. And so one way to shift up the energy is to experience more bliss and more joy where you are. This is why spirit is inviting you to a more playful energy, as well as like this, like joining in community. This is not something you should or want to carry on your own. This is something where you need support from your community. What did it say? This is at this time. Oh, okay. What? Yeah, it's something that you want to use. Y'all, why I say I can't go live on Instagram? Like what? What do you mean? Okay, whatever. That's the thing. Instagram is not working. But yeah, you want to have a community of people surrounding yourself. Again, if this was a mom, surrounding yourself with other loved ones who too may be experiencing a loss. And then it says, welcome to the new and take the next steps. Thank you, Spirit. Because I definitely was about to say this feels like a career change. And then we have new career and self-employment, as well as body changes. So this is any emotional changes. Okay. And relationship dynamics. Okay. All the things, right? But this is letting me know that after a period of grief work, right? After a period of letting go, the people, the places, the spaces, and the things that no longer serve you, whether that be an overactive mindset, an overstimulated, somebody's gut. This is related to stress, releasing stress and accepting peace, right? Being in control of your eating. Maybe you were an emotional eater. Emotional eater could also mean that you were not eating at all, right? But your emotions did a lot of dictating the way in which you showed up to life. But this feels like empowerment. This feels like, again, a shift in your relationship, a gratitude for the support, the heavenly support. And again, I do feel like there's a passed over loved one here. It did, in the beginning, it definitely felt like this feels like a mother figure with this parental care coming in with this message. This self-employment card with this new career is, again, you've worked extremely hard, right, in regards to showing up for someone else in their business and doing all the things. And this is spirit shifting you into your own energy, into your own power. You are a leader. You are extremely skilled and talented and creative. And just your existence authorized you to be rich in fruitfulness, right? When you were born into the earth, you needed nothing at all besides all that you were born with this, which is this infinite potential of growth. And that is still here for you today. And I feel like that is what you were tapping into. I feel like that's where you are, right? This 1111 portal shift. And it hasn't been an easy journey. It hasn't been an easy journey navigating to this new space. It also hasn't been easy taking the next steps moving forward, but you've done it. You are doing it. And so lighten up the energy, right? By extending grace and compassion to yourself, forgiveness and understanding to yourself, the same way in which you would counsel a friend, a child, or someone that you love through this. Receive that counsel from yourself, as well as, again, receive communal support, whether that be with a therapist, someone who specifically works or focuses on grief work, or you're a little witchy young lady and you do things with your ancestors. Okay, that was a nice little opener. A nice little intro. Let's see what else we got. I'm really blown away that Instagram is being like this, because watch out. It says up to date. Okay, let's see what else we got, Spirit. The memories. Ooh. Yeah, let's tune into this Moonology deck. Okay. I'm like, why am I experiencing so many technology experiences? Hi. But now that I remember when Mercury's in the microwave again, that makes sense, right? That technology would be an issue during this time. Communication, right? Right. All right, let's see. Yes, you can ask. What would you like to ask? Sayan, is that how you say your name? You can definitely ask your question down below. Ooh, new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. The time is now to move forward. Don't let the energy die out. That's what I just heard. I heard it's time to take action, but then immediately, don't let the energy die out. So when you have the urge, when you feel it in your spirit, like, ooh, I should really do this thing, satisfy your soul, right, by doing that thing. If you're like, ooh, I want to go for a walk, go ahead and go for the walk. If you're like, I want to listen to a sermon, then go ahead and listen to the sermon. I want to read this book, go ahead and do the thing. Do the things that your call is calling you to do, because you are supported divinely. Okay, let me finish this one, and then, yes, surrender to the divine. Surrendering to the divine could be surrendering to procrastination. It could be surrendering to an overthinking, surrendering to low self-esteem, right? Letting go of low self-esteem, surrendering to the divine plan that the divine has for you and following that plan, and also surrendering to your own intuition, meaning learning to trust yourself just as much as you trust the divine. And as you learn to increase your energy with yourself of trusting yourself, right, you too increase your ability to trust the divine. Okay. Do you say your name, Sayan? Mm-hmm. Am I saying that right? I'm just trying to figure out what deck I want to pull from you. That is not a deck that I've already used, because I feel like your question is a tarot question. So I want to actually pull a tarot card for that. But I haven't used this deck in a long time. Yes, you're saying my name perfectly. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, Divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest highlights, please deliver clear, true, sacred messages in alignment with San's highest good and her soul's purpose in regards to career and business. Professionally is what she said, exactly. What's next for her professionally is what she said, but I'm assuming you mean like career and finances, right? Right. I want to say this before I start your reading, right? Because the back of these cards are green, which means that we're operating from your heart space. Anything that you do moving forward, right, you have to love what you do, right? If you don't love it, you won't show up when you don't want to be there, right? It has to be like a heart activation in that space. I'm feeling like you're going to do something, because they keep showing me the word admin. So I don't know if you work like financially, like as a financial advisor. I don't know if you work with anything with money at all. But the word that I saw was admin, and then I saw financially. So I don't know exactly what that means like just yet. But to be in an administrative position, right, means that you're in your authoritative position. It means that you are an actor. I mean, it means that you're an actor. It means that you are a leader. But one of the card I think you got was Justice, right? This card right here. And the reason why I think this card shows up for you and why it's supporting your time to shine in a leadership role is because of who you are and how you show up. I see you being someone that is very fair and very just, right? And when you are leading people, that is who they need to see. They need to see somebody in front of them who's going to be fair and just, right? Not someone who is taking sides, right? No one wants to speak to a leader who already feels like they've already lost, right? Or their person is going to be judgmental. I don't feel like you're like that. I feel like when you are teaching others and when you're working with others, you are intentionally doing so that they, you know how it says, like, if you teach a man to fish, like so that they can do the things themselves and be successful, not so that they can continuously rely on you, but you yourself as a leader are then building leaders behind you. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. I'm gonna wait to see what that is. I feel like you may have experienced this time of like loneliness or confusion, and you're trying to figure out in which direction to go. And I'm seeing literally like the smallest light, like everything is dark, everything is dim, and you're like, where should I go? It is a flicker, a candlelight flicker that leads you to where it is you want to be. I feel like where you're going to end up professionally will almost be like the back way, the back way of getting there. But there's a reason why you are specifically being detoured to take that route. It's because what you learn along the path is what is going to sustain you in the position. Okay? The King of Fire, right? And I said it had to be from your heart space, that anything you do, it has to be in alignment with your heart. So if you're just getting a job just to satisfy your bills, you're going to always find yourself in this space of feeling unfulfilled, because it is not your soul's calling. And so I'm going to call it a transitional period. This transitional period in which you're in is so that you are in alignment with what it is you're supposed to be doing. There is something that you physically provide as some type of product or some type of service to the people, right? To the world. There is something that you should be showcasing yourself to us. There is some type of knowledge that you have that we don't have. Again, I keep feeling this financial part. So either you're really good with money, or girl, money loves you, and whatever it is that you do from your heart space is going to call in an abundance of money. I don't know what card this is, but I do want to see it. Seven of Waters, which is the Seven of Cups, which talks about being in this space of trying to figure it out, right? All of these options, all of these things. Which one do I pick? Go where your heart is calling you to go, right? That's how you figure out where to pick. Of all the things to do, of all the ways in which way to go where your heart is most boldest, where your heart is the boldest, your heart is the bravest, and you're in your authoritative, you're in your authoritative position. I don't know what this is, like a juggling, right? Like trying to figure out, almost like trying to juggle two things at once. I also feel like we're starting to switch a little bit, because this is starting to feel like it's getting into relationships when I started doing this, the juggling, but like trying to juggle. I see you trying to bring something into balance. This could be like time management, work-life balance. This could be like self-care and work. But I see you trying to balance something, and I do believe that you're going to be able to balance this out. What is this? The Two of Earth, the Two of Cups. And I was talking about this. Okay. I feel like you're at a crossroad, right? Of trying to decide which way to go. The reason why you may have felt like you've been in this place of solitude is because in the silence, outside of everyone else's opinions and the loudness of the world, what you're going to find is yourself and what feels good and what feels right to you. And when you do, right, what feels good to you, it's going to be extremely clear in your mind space where you should go, because your heart and your mind are going to be, your heart and your mind are going to be in alignment. And you see I don't know if you can see the shining around this disc, this pentacle right here. She's balancing the two pentacles, but you notice this one is on the darker side, but this one is illuminated. This decision, this choice, only comes after the time of spending and aligning your heart and mind together. After a time of contemplating, right? After a time of trying a bunch of things, after you try the bunch of things, you're going to see where your heart and your mind are in alignment, and then you're going to choose. I hope that message resonates with you. I hope that makes sense. No. I was trying to see if there was an oracle card that I would be able to use to kind of close out your reading. Found it. Found it. Big happy changes. Helpful people. Networking. Yeah, look, and you got a weight card on the bottom. So it is very intentional and very purposeful why Spirit doesn't have you moving right now. This stillness is so that you would be in alignment with your greatness and your success. Your angels will be supporting you as you take the time and take the action to align your mind, your body, and your soul into what decision you should make. Okay? Yeah, the oracle cards, they gave me some knowledge that I was like, what? Because I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I'm just reading the cards. I don't know you. But you have big happy changes. You have big happy changes and success in front of you. The most important thing right now is to not get disheveled in the waiting. Allow the waiting period to be very intentional about this is in alignment with your highest timeline. That's the timeline. The timeline is in alignment with your highest timeline. That's right. Because I always ask the message for your highest good, your highest purpose, your soul purpose. Yeah. Thank you. Because I was about to say what? Be intentional about your alone time. When you are alone, when you're spending time alone, pull out your journal, right? And start writing down, what exactly do I want to do? Where I want to be? What feels right and feels good for me, right? Like, what do I love to do? What can I do? What can I do the rest of my life? Or what is something that I do now that makes me forget the time? These are questions you can ask during your journal time, during your journaling time. I'm just going to pull 3 because why not? Okay, we have, what kinds of feelings am I feeling right now? What kinds of metaphors can I find to describe my feelings? Hello, Ryan. How you doing? How you doing, TikTok? I'm so sorry. I'm doing a reading for somebody on YouTube, so I wasn't looking at the screen, but hello. Your next question would be, am I focusing more on what my life looks like than on what it feels like? Am I focusing more on what my life looks like rather than what it feels like? I said 3, right? Who am I when I'm alone? Okay, so your 3 questions are, I'm amazing. How are you doing tonight? You want to read it? Ask your question. I'm finna be done with Sion on YouTube. Also, that's a really pretty name, Sion. What kinds of feelings am I feeling right now? What kinds of metaphors can I find to describe my feelings? That's 1. Your other one was, am I focusing more on what my life looks like rather than what it feels like? and the last one is, who am I when I'm alone? Okay, me and my Pedialyte. All right, Sam, that is your message. Gratitude and all praises to the Most High God. Thank you to Scions, angels, ancestors, and guides for delivering clear, true, honest messages in alignment with her soul's purpose and her highest good. Ashe. Ashe. Just gonna spray you a little bit, girl. The waiting period will be long. The waiting period, man. The reason why I didn't give you a timeline on the waiting period is because I don't know how long the waiting period is going to be, right? But what I can do is tell you how to navigate the waiting period by what to focus on, right? Focus on experiencing more joy, answering those questions, right? And figuring out who you are when you're alone, because the more you are in alignment with you, the better it is that you'll be able to show up and operate in the world. Okay, I want to know what kind of creative career I should put my energy into. Ryan, before we decide what kind of creative career you should, because I think you're looking to do one thing when you are a multifaceted individual. So what are some things you like to create? Do you like to paint? Do you like to dance? Do you like to build, digital products? What is that? Digital products or digital content. Are you really good at writing? Like, I think what's gonna happen for you, or what is happening for you, is that you're recognizing that you are creative in more than just one thing, and you're learning to put that all together. You're learning to see, like, hold on, because let me say it right, so that through all of your experiences, right, through everything that you experience, you are seeing different aspects of yourself. And so what do you want to teach? And again, right, so thank you, Spirit, I'm on the right track. I think what you will, again, find is that you're multifaceted, you're multi-creative. So it's not just one way you do a thing, right? It's not just, if you're teaching, right? I'm a teacher, right? Literally a special education teacher is what I do for a living. But I don't teach the same way every day. I don't even teach the same way every freaking 15 minutes. I don't teach the same way to every child. So the modalities that I use in teaching, the content that I use in teaching, the tools that I use in teaching vary vastly depending on who I'm working. And even in this business, right? My business is Infinite Healing. Even in this, I don't show up the same way for every person. I don't give each person the same spiritual bath, the same spiritual advice, because it is very much individualized. And I use a number of tools. Some people, I use the cards, right? Some people, I use oracle cards. I use tarot cards. Other people, I'm not using cards for you at all right now, right? So sometimes I don't even use the cards. I think what's most important for you to understand right now is your why, right? Why are you doing this? Your why and your what. What do you want and why? Why do you think it is so important for you to do the thing? And then also, thank you, Spirit, very much so consider, what is your divine assignment, right? What has God purposefully and intentionally set aside just for you, right? And how does God want you to do it? Because sometimes we want to do a thing and we want to do the thing how we want to do it. I know from experience, okay? But we are being guided to do it a certain way based off of the divine download that we receive. Girl, don't we all? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, yes. Okay, but there are sticky notes, and it is when you go within, when you tune into the portal of your own heart, and when you allow yourself to try and fail, and try again. right? You're in this explorative, thank you, arid time, which is a very beautiful time. It can be a bit confusing and a bit overwhelming because there's so many things to try and there's so much to say. But, excuse me, as you move on and as you learn more, right, and as you stumble and get up again, you will learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You'll learn what you like and what you don't like. You will learn so much about who you are, and then also about what it is that needs to be provided, right? I have a girlfriend who wants to start a center, and she said to me today, in all of the area, right, in which she lives, throughout that state, she said there is one location. And then so she said, so I guess I don't need to do it. And I said, no, that's God's way of telling you, yeah, you need to be doing it, because there's only one version of the dream, the seed that God has planted into you. And you only can see one other entity, one other building that's structured that way. Imagine how many people are missing out because you're not in that position, right? Because you're not there too. Only they're there. So that limits it to, let's say they only serve 150 people. The rest of the world is left out. So there's a specific plan specifically just for you. It's not assigned to nobody else. It's for no one else to do. It's just for you. So what seed do you feel in your heart? What do you feel like you've been called to do? What are you passionate about teaching? What do you want to bring into the world? What do you want to see manifest into the world? And yeah. Because you'll know what to create based off what it is that you want to teach, right? And I talked about digital products. I'm just going to randomly pick. What if you wanted to teach about hair? You can write books about hair care. You can do videos on hair care. You can show us, model how to take care of somebody's hair. You can do interviews. You can do support groups for people who are learning to grow back their hair or learning to take care of their hair. Like, it is so vast. It is literally an infinite amount of things that you can do. But you have to figure out what is right for you. What feels good to Ryan. Okay? That is your message. Hi, Spirit Loves Mary. How you doing? And thank you so much to everybody liking the live. I really appreciate it. Okay. I really appreciate it. I'm really blown away that Instagram is not working. Like, what? Ew. Now I have to try to do it on Facebook. Ryan, did your reading make sense, honey? Did that resonate with you? I hope it did. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I knew that was you too, saying. I know that was your first time getting a reading from me. So I hope it brought you the clarity that you needed at this time. I've only been on for about 30 minutes. I haven't been on at all long at all. And I'm just doing free readings. I started off doing a collective message, and then somebody asked for a reading, and I was like, why not? That's what I came on here for, right? I literally came on to show my face. Haven't been around, so I just came to say, hey, and if you want a free reading, all you got to do is ask. All you got to do is write it down below, okay? That's literally all you have to do. I don't want nothing from you. I'm just asking you to just go ahead and write your question down below, and I will do that. Let me clear out the space. Ryan, again, thank you again for allowing me to read for you. Go and cleanse that out, okay? Yes, Lord. No, you didn't miss anything, girl. You didn't miss anything. I'm just about to pull some cards randomly. Some reflective questions. Ooh. Okay, a reflective question. Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? This 1111 portal, ask yourself, is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? How do I distinguish them from others? That part right there. How do I distinguish them from others? I've done this activity so many times of literally writing, am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? I started off with just writing down what are my dreams and what are my expectations. And then having to go back and see, is this a dream someone gave me? Do I have this just because of a seed somebody else planted? Or is this mine? And sometimes I would find, oh, it's definitely mine. I want to do this thing. And other times I would find, I don't even like that. Like, I don't even like doing that thing. And that helps me to really figure out, like, what I should let go of and what I should keep. You sure can get a general reading. Let's see, what cards do I want to use for you? Spirit loves Mary. I know what deck to use for you because it just popped up in my head. It just popped up in my head. Give me a second, let me get it. Let's get it. It just popped up in my... Somebody sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. Messing with my head. Why is that the song playing for you? I don't know. Angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, please deliver clear, true, honest, sacred messages in alignment with Spirit Loves Mary's highest good and soul's purpose. Hold on. Ace of Cups. All right, let's see. Write it down so that it's not just a bunch of ideas being juggled and tossed around in your head, but that the writing will help ground you so that you can figure out in which way you're leaning, right? It'll make things clear for you. All right, let's see what message Spirit has for you. Spirit Loves Mary. 1. The Knight of Pentacles, a new adventure awaits you. X marks the spot. The thing is, right, when you're on your journey and you're like in it and you're walking, and let's say you're walking blindfold, right? Let's say in this season, there isn't much clarity on exactly where you're going because there is so much internal character development, excuse me, soul development that Spirit is working with you, that the end isn't yet in sight. I want to tell you to keep going and to keep moving, and to put one foot in front of the other. And if you feel like you need a hand to hold, or this like net for safety, to remember to ground yourself, to like position yourself. Remember that you are connected to Mother Earth. Remember that Earth is literally here to support you as a spiritual being. So anytime you're feeling uprooted, anytime you're feeling discombobulated, anytime you're feeling disheveled, anytime you're feeling spacey or out of it, that is your body's way of letting you know that you need to ground yourself. Oh, X marks the spot. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Excuse me. X marks the spot. It's okay that you don't know exactly where you're going to end up. It's a surprise. But everything happening along the journey is intentional and purposeful. And it's okay to pause and ground along the way, because it almost feels like hyperventilating. Moo, what's up, girl? How you doing? It feels like hyperventilating. And anytime you feel like that, remember to just pause. Okay, 2 cards. We have the 6 of Cups. And these are beautiful cards, right? Freaking beautiful cards. Oh my gosh. And then we have the World card. Oh. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. With the Strength card and Temperance, you got a lot of major arcana here. You have major shifts. Changes coming in. Okay, so I want you to know on your journey, you are learning balance. You are learning patience. You are learning to listen to your divine inner compass, to listen and trust your intuition. And you're learning to utilize your own divine strength. And you're also learning where your help comes from, right? You're learning like the source of your strength, the source of your power. This 6 of Cups energy is I know that it's the Lovers in the card here. And there is some lover energy, but hey CC, but the Lover's energy is really in this card or in this reading showing up as like 2 aspects of yourself. I'm in my manic state right now. That makes a lot of sense as to why grounding is important right now. When you're manic, man, you do everything and nothing. For some, depending on what your manic state. I cannot tell you what your manic state looks like. Okay. But yours could look like everything here, but nothing here. It could feel paralyzing. I don't know if that's what it is, but it can feel that way. But this is feeling, in your reading, this 6 of Cups energy is letting me know of like a mother nurturing a child, but this is within you. Like your healed self, your higher self, your current self, loving, hugging, supporting, forgiving, nurturing the parts of you that feels weak, the parts of you that feels lost, the parts of you that feels disconnected. This is feeling, hey Sierra, hey girl. This is feeling there's some type of message from your higher self that I cannot kind of grab right now. I feel like, why can't I grab it? Because you're meant to experience it. You're meant to experience it. Because when you're experiencing, you're learning. Whether that be learning about the world or learning about yourself. But I feel like you're doing a lot of learning about yourself. I feel like there's a part of you that just wants to feel safe with you. There's a part of you that just wants to feel secure with you. There's a part of you that just wants to feel complete with you. And at times, it's like you don't trust yourself, or you can't trust yourself. Like, I don't know if I can really put my trust, my faith in me. Which is so crazy that you think that, because there's a number of people on a daily, consistent basis that puts their faith, their hope, and their trust in you. And you show up for them daily. Like Santa Claus, right? Like God. But when it comes to you, you have this like perpetual or repeated. This is closing out. Okay, I also want to let you know that this is closing out. Almost like this need to kind of beat yourself up. And this may not be something that you can do on your own, but it's feeling like I would look at how abuse, I would look at how abuse and trauma from your childhood has made you feel unsafe and insecure in the world, and how it has made you feel so unsafe and so insecure that it feels like you can't even trust yourself. Uh-oh, I hope you can hear me. I saw you say the sound cut out. Did it come back? Hey, I hope it came back. But I was saying, I think it's important for you, and maybe with the help of a therapist, a coach, but with support, dig into how abuse, because this is linked to abuse. Like the reason why on this journey it feels so heavy is because you're doing a lot of root work, and ancestral work, bloodline work. I just don't think you see it or you know it. And it's not just part of it. Why it may feel so manic or so heavy is because it's not just your abuse. It's not just the abuse that you experience, but the children who came before you, and the mothers and the fathers and the cousins and the aunts and the uncles who experienced the abuse before you. But it seems like there's been some type of claim, some type of declaration, to say that this is where it is, this is where it stops. But in the this is where it is and this is where it stops means that you have to come into full awareness of your own being and how that abuse has shaped you into feeling unsafe and unsupported by others, but by yourself. And forgiveness may be needed to be extended to yourself because you were just a child. You were in a space where it's totally okay to say, I love the people who raised me. Even to this day, I love them. But I recognize that they let me down and they put me in unsafe situations. And compassion and grace comes in because then you begin to understand how they fell short for you, but how the generation before them fell short for them, which is how that was then inflicted on you. There's a lot on the table here, but there's also a lot of healing on the table. And this cradling, nurturing, catering, cradling energy from the world, right? And again, from nature, because I spoke about being in tune with nature and allowing yourself to ground. I don't think I wrote it down, but there was an affirmation I heard today that was like, I am infinitely and divinely supported by Mother Earth. Something like that. Something like that. Oh, gratitude, boo. Thank you. I really want to do like some recording so people could actually fall asleep, because sometimes I'll just turn on one of my messages, have no idea what I'm talking about, and just fall asleep. What? And then throw some rain sounds on my Alexa? Baby. Me knocked out. Yeah, Spirit loves Mary. So you're in this space of gaining, right? Let's say these are like, you know, in a game, how your character has to level up. Let's say each arrow is like a token, or like some type of token to say that you have completed a challenge and you are now moving on to the next thing. And I want you to smile while you're moving on, rather than feel like I'm losing a part of myself, or Spirit really wants you to be in this space, because I'm getting like 4 cup energy of like gratitude. Thank you. Of like gratitude, because some of the things that you're battling now, your mother couldn't do. She didn't have the space. She didn't have the support to do those things, right? She didn't have the tools to do it either. But you do. You have the space, the time, the capacity to do what no one in your bloodline has been able to do just yet. Yeah, it's definitely a heavy message. I've been in the weeds mentally, so I know it's for a reason. I'm just trying to take it day by day. One day at a time, one step at a time, one at a time. And anytime you feel the shake, anytime you feel the ground shaking beneath your feet, pause and ground yourself immediately. Know that that is your body's way of saying, I need to take a moment to ground. I need to pause. I need to breathe. I need to relax. I need to be. I feel like some of that is also fighting against the like story of who you think you should be right now, rather than allowing yourself to evolve, right? Be in the process of becoming who it is that you are becoming. Yeah. Okay. Whew, gratitude, Spirit. That was a good reading. Hi, Shay. Cece, will you bounce back soon or later? Let me clear out the energy first. All right. Yes, Lord. I'm going to use a bell. Spirit loves Mary. It's not that your energy was heavy, but I don't want your sacred message to lean into somebody else's. So we're just going to clear the space. Okay. I am going to save it, so you'll definitely be able to come back to it. Hopefully. Shay, how did your videos go? One more. All right, Cece wants to know, will I bounce back? Let's see. So good. Y'all make sure y'all go to Divine and Gifted channel. She done uploaded, honey. Okay. She done uploaded. That means that we need to tune in. Yes, because we know the messages. I'm going to do the what's the tea. I don't know if this is going to turn on that notification. Turn on that notification. So, right, that last one was like, okay, yeah, we clear. Cece, I'm going to just go with, what do you want to focus on? You want to focus on, don't answer me. Don't answer me. It's been what's going on in Cece's energy? Tell us, Divine Holy Spirit, what's the tea? What's the energy surrounding Cece at this time? Let's see, let's just start there. What's the energy surrounding Cece at this time, Divine Holy Spirit? Cece, do you have a card? Pray over your car. Okay? Pray over your car. Yeah. All right. Because you're reading, no, okay. I'm gonna, no, let me. Hold on. All right. Okay. I know I'm talking some answer me, don't answer me, answer, right? I'm bugging, but it's because there's a lot of because you got love showing up for you. That's why. Because when I first was gonna ask you, I was gonna say, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on your family, or do you want to focus on your love life? Then I got your car that you need to pray over it, but then you said you don't have your car, you let it go. I feel like pray over your means of transportation. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say it that way. You have around the car, right? A car is your way of getting back and forth. Not that you can't get back and forth any other way, but it's a very convenient way. But what it felt like, why I said that, is because it felt like if you had a car, the energy was going to be targeting like your tires or something, so that you wouldn't be able to drive your car, or you wouldn't be able to get back and forth. But the reason why, okay, even if the energy, maybe somebody don't know you don't have your car, right? But that doesn't mean that people aren't jealous of you. It doesn't mean that they're not envious of you. It doesn't mean that they're not thinking of you. And this could be somebody close to you, somebody actually that is in your ear frequently, someone that always got lots to say about how it is that you should. They seem really loud. I don't like this. I don't like this because this is feeling like there's a snake in my boot. This is given. I pulled the cards, but I can't even get into the damn cards because of all of the energy around it. And there is this my ears hurt. All right, I'm going to tell you what I can tell you, and all the shit that that Spirit cleared out. Listen, pray over yourself. If you feel like you need to fast for the next 3 days, please do so. Fasting is going to help clear out that energy, okay? It feels like you got people talking left and right, and everybody got something to say, but everybody that got something to say ain't saying nothing, ain't supporting in any way. They just have, the only thing they can contribute to you is something to say, but nothing that helps build you up, nothing that helps you feel good, nothing. I don't know, because it's just loud, and it feels like almost like I'm getting punched in my ear. Okay, it's not a voice of a man or a woman, it's an energy, right? I don't feel a man or a woman. I just feel this is bothering me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, that's the truth. I don't like it. Hi, Kaya. Hey, Demetria, what's up, girl? But here's what No, they're not saying nothing positive, okay? I'm not saying you're not positive. I'm saying that the people that are talking ain't saying nothing positive. But I want to say this. Even in the midst of your own struggle, one, it could be somebody that you were interested in, right? It could have been somebody that you were dating. Why do I say that? Please don't be sorry. You're not doing nothing. I say that it could be somebody that you were dating, and this is why I wanted to ask about love for you, because this definitely feels like, it felt like love. It felt like somebody who is jealous or envious of just you. But this could also be like somebody who don't even really know you, baby, but they see you online, right? You could just be posting random stuff like, I saw a bird today, and they mad that you saw a bird. That's just an envious, jealous spirit, right? Like, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against the rulers and principalities of darkness, something like that, right? It's the spirit attached to these people, okay? And I'm saying people because it's feeling like more than one person. But I want to say this. Somebody could have very much been breadcrumbing you. Somebody could have not been creating a safe space for you. Somebody could have been, what's it called? Like trying to keep up with the Joneses, like having this type of, like a two-faced energy. Okay, thank you, spirit. Right? Somebody could have been, and this could have been somebody that you were like with, somebody got this type of spirit, okay? Somebody has a two-faced, Balenciaga wearing, ain't got no money in their pocket or their saving type person. Can't create a safe space for anybody else because they don't know what a safe space is. Energy vampire type person, okay? You could have very much set a boundary with this person. You could have very much been being so unbothered by this person. They started sending you energy or messages, energy, because I felt energetically, right? I felt energetically they were sending things your way so that you would think about them. He's beside. Girl, don't tell me that. Girl, don't tell me that, okay? Could have been sending this energy to you so that they would be on your mind all day, every day, consistently. And probably started off like really, really strong, but it's because you're a bad bitch. The dude I read at the park. What dude? I don't know. You have to remind me. But could have very much seen you. And okay, now I'm talking about the masculine, but this glow up, luxurious lifestyle that I'm talking about is how other people see you. Because there's been this beautiful glow up for you. There's been this beautiful, no way. North Carolina? Girl, I ain't been in North Carolina in years. No way. First of all, thank you for coming back. Okay, and always supporting. Yes, God, yeah, gratitude. But again, not only this man sees you this way, people see you this way. And they're envious and jealous of your glow up and your hustle. Okay? That you are a self-made individual. It doesn't mean anybody's doing any hocus pocus towards you, but there's so many, your name is in so many people's mouths. Read Psalms 94, okay? Read Psalms 98. Read Psalms 24, I don't know. Psalms 23. Read, pray, fast. Fast for 3 days. You got to clear this energy out. Okay? Because this is just people and energies trying to create drama and shift your energy and shift your focus into chaos, so that you're so much focused on what people saying about you, what people doing regarding you, rather than focus on building your own empire. You see what I'm saying? Plastic smiles. These niggas is fake. Go ahead and close the door out on these people. Yeah, they got hidden agendas. Okay, I told you somebody was fucking faking, like they got it. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got a pot to piss in. How you got something, baby? You sleeping at my house. Been sleeping at my house since I met you. You don't have it like that. Your ex-girlfriend brought you those Balenciagas. You're trying to stay at my house because you ain't got nowhere to go. Okay, this nigga is a red flag. These people is a red flag. Take your energy and take your money and focus on yourself. These people are trying to have you triggered and acting a fool, so that all that beautiful, abundant energy you would have for yourself, they would have for themselves. Get away from that person so you can take time to recharge. Okay? Okay. Fast for 3 days. Okay? Even with the court cases. Fast for 3 days. And I'm not talking about on the third day eat. I mean fast for 3 days and 3 nights. Fast. Do nothing but pray, meditate. Be in alignment with yourself. Be in alignment with God. Understand who God is for you and how God provides for you. Fast, 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 fast. Okay? Whew, okay. Take time to recharge yourself. Oh, look, 11/11 on 11/11. How cool is that? I feel like this, yeah, you're going to break the cycle. The fasting, when you fast, you're going to give yourself time to fill yourself up. You're going to be breaking cycles within yourself. You're going to be letting go of an old paradigm, that version of you that settles for niggas that ain't got it. Okay? And then you're going to have new love on the way. So clear out that nigga that just want to have access to what you got because he ain't got shit. So that you could get you a man that actually got some shit and add value to what it is that you already have. Okay? And then give you some more. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I don't know which God is. Whatever God, whichever one of them is out here faking like they got it like that. And they ain't got a pot to piss in. That nigga. Okay? And don't sugarcoat it for him. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Say it the way it is. Okay? Tell him like it is. And what Nene said, I said what I said. That is your reading, CC. Hi, Danny. How you doing? Oh, no, I'm out of water. It really is Pedialyte. I'm out of Pedialyte. Oh, no. Whew. All right. Moo, are you still here, girl? Shake your fast. Oh, I love you too. And it's so good to see you. Can you believe it's been... Dang, when did I live in North Carolina? Like 2020? 21? Maybe 21? Maybe 21. I can't believe it's been that long, but I really do appreciate you. Because, right, that was a divine... aligned interaction for us to meet each other. And then here we are years later. I mean, I know you've gotten readings before. Oh, I'm so glad you're good. Yes, ma'am. Danny, somebody got married. Congratulations to them. I feel marriage around you. I was so married. You get married. Okay, I don't think Moo is here. If Moo is here, she might have fallen asleep. Moo. I came back to TikTok. All right. If not Moo, Javen. And if not, then I'm going to go to Facebook. Oh, congratulations to them. Congratulations. I'll say, well, her color's black, but don't answer me. I could just see her wedding. It was a good time. That's good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. I don't see Moo or Javen. And Sierra, I don't know if you want a reading since we just did one. But you're more than welcome to. Kaya, I can do yours. And then Danny, I can do yours. If you want a reading, Kaya, you do not have to. Was her colors black? Seriously? Damn, good job. You must have had a good time at that wedding, girl. You must have had a great time at that wedding. So much so, girl, you might be manifesting your own wedding. Okay, that's probably why that energy is still around you. Okay, either you had a really good freaking time at that wedding, or you done had so much fun at that wedding that you over there manifesting your own wedding. And I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time because you are definitely still wearing that wedding on your spirit. That's beautiful. October 11th, she just got married. Today is only like, she got married a month ago. A month ago, that's so bomb. Aww. Happy infinite love to the both of them. May their marriage be full of infinite love, infinite grace, infinite forgiveness, infinite compassion. Okay? May they have a beautiful, a bomb time. Kaya, I think I'm going to use the sunflower deck for you too. It's called Wild Reflection. It's called, let's try that again. It's called Wild Reflections. I have to remember that Facebook is over this side. I need to be looking over here. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, please deliver clear, true, sacred, honest messages in alignment with the collectives, with Kaya's highest good and her soul's purpose. Kaya, I started off with the collective message, and I think it's going to be super important for you to watch that video too, because there may be something in there from what I said. But do you have a question you want to ask, or do you want Spirit to just do your thing, chicken wing, do your thing? You know, let me know how you want to say. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, I'm going to start with just pulling, and then if you have a question, I'll answer, okay? All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune underneath the bottom of the deck, meaning that you're at a pivotal time of figuring out. First, I want to say you're in this season of figuring out your true north, right? TikTok, I'm about to log off because my phone is about to die, unfortunately. But you're in this pivotal part of your life of figuring out in which direction do you want to go. And working in the direction of where your heart is calling you to be and calling you to go. So if you feel called to work with children, keep going in that direction. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be in the school building, because you don't have to be in the school building to work with children, right? You can create your own after school program. You can go work at and volunteer at somebody else's program, right? But stay the course. Thank you, Spirit. Stay the course. Then we have the Queen of Cups. You are bursting with ideas. You are, there's a lot of water around you, a lot of emotional fulfillment wanting to come in for you, right? Especially with this Wheel of Fortune. And Spirit is telling you to really trust the depths of your femininity to guide you on the journey, right? Emotions are vast, but you are an infinite being. And so you have the awareness, you have the ability to explore the oceans of your own soul, meaning like your own heart. Not only are you like capable of exploring them, but you're also capable of making sense of them, right? And I want to encourage you to don't allow other people to tell you how you're what you're thinking or how you're feeling, because they don't know. They don't know. But I feel like you would share something emotionally, and this could be friends, family, whomever, people in the streets, people you don't even know, trying to manipulate the situation in regards to how you're feeling, right? Like, no, yeah. And then what ends up happening is, because they have now casted their own worry. Like, look at these two cards when she's surrounded by her own energy. When she's surrounded by her own heart, when she's surrounded by her own emotions, when she is here alone by herself. And then I started talking about how other people will then start to implant their own thoughts and ideas into your mind. And the space that it then puts you in is feeling overwhelmed, feeling unsupported, feeling tired and dried out, feeling weary, feeling confused. And almost like shackled to their thoughts and their ideas rather than the infinite, vast, and it's endless, of what exists inside of you. And even look, there's like a castle, there's a lighthouse here. So that lighthouse is letting you know that, like, whenever you are in the world, right? Because a lighthouse is to guide, right? In the midst of the darkness where you can see nothing else, the lighthouse shines to guide you in a direction. Trust your own heart over the opinions and judgment, because that's what it is, over the opinion and judgment of others. Honor your own heart, honor your own soul, your own lighthouse. It's like foggy, but I feel like the fogginess comes from the doubts that you have that's been planted by other people. And even some of those doubts are your own, right? Your own fear, your own worry. You know, you're human. And that's okay. But continue to go in the direction in which you are called. Okay? If God needed them to be in that seat and in that position, he would have called them. Okay? She would have called them. But he didn't. He called you. Six of Pentacles. Let me see. And let's do one more to see how's this all play out with the High Priestess. Wow. You are stronger, more powerful, more capable, more divine, more wise, more expansive than you give yourself credit. I want you to think of it like this. Anytime somebody shares something with you and it brings you down off of that natural high you were feeling from life, it's because their energy is so low, it doesn't match the frequency vibration that God has put you in the dream on. So when they speak to you, when they share with you, when they're talking to you, you could have started up here, but after ending that conversation with them, you fell down here. And then it ends up leaving you like this. Be in communication with people who have a well-balanced spirit. People who love you, people who encourage you, people who support you, people who may not even understand your dream, but can understand that God gave it to you. And so they support you for that. That fills your cup up. That puts you in a position of power rather than putting you here, being distraught, confused, and belittled. Stand in your power. No one is going to tell you which way to go. You have to figure it out yourself. And you're going to figure it out because only you know what you want to do. Everybody else can suggest things to do, but only you actually know what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. Everybody else is going to just cause confusion. So, listen to your own soul, your own heart, and your own mind. And you will, whatever, I don't know, because I just saw boss. However you envision the boss to be, you will become just that. You don't need nobody else to be the boss of you. You're the boss. Okay? That's your reading, boo. That's your reading. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, for clearing that out. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, for clearing that out. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, for clearing that out. Okay. Okay, Danny, YouTube, peace.